Alright, and
안녕하세요.
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 잘 뵙니다.
Can you say, how do I say, are you hungry?
배고파?
배고파?
어. 되게 배고파.
Alor, this is some of our food that we got.
At H-Mart.
We wanted to do a haul because that's interesting.
Yeah, this is our haul here at H-Mart. We're so hip with the YouTube slang.
Thank you for setting up everything in front of... We might get kicked out, so we should probably start.
Yeah, okay. So let's start with this one because you said that.
No, this is the ugly one.
Okay,
this
fine.
This is a food object. This is a dessert.
Okay, yeah.
Do you want to get your beverages ready?
Tell me about Korean food.
So this is a giant thing of seaweed that we're going to try. Why don't you like things in your...
It's so in my face.
How have you been?
It's so big. I've been great. I've been killing it in the game. Opened for Joe Rogan last week. And
did you? Was it good?
I made him laugh a little. I made him smile.
Yeah.
I did a Russian accent. I was like,
I was listening to his... Oh, really?
Yeah.
We
can help you, Jordan Peterson. We are in Russia. We will help you with your problems with addiction. We know in Russia we do things slightly illegally.
But who's that guy that it's his friend and that he has a Russian Epstein or whatever?
Lex Friedman?
Yeah, Lex Friedman.
Not Epstein at all.
Because two of them are Einstein now. You
He's
never
so
know.
nice. He's in the moment. He's like you directly in the eye. He's like a really smart guy.
Some of those spiritual people like look you directly in the eyes, and it's like pleasant, but it's kind of annoying to me. I don't know, because they always like feel like they're the best at doing that. They're like, look how good I am at this.
Yeah, look, I'm in the moment. Look how in the moment I am.
Yeah, and I'm like, I'm happy.
That's not what the moment is for.
Yeah.
The moment is for relaxing.
Dude, you never know like what people look like, because who's the president of Canada? Prime Minister?
Justin Trudeau.
We met him in person once, and he was the tallest, literally most handsome person. Like, he looked like Elvis, young Elvis.
He's like on TV. He looks
on
normal.
TV. He looks worse. Yeah, he looks like a normal kind of guy.
Because
on
you're
TV.
like, everyone on TV is hot.
He walked in and he was taller than everyone else, like in there, and it was like he had these crazy like Prince eyebrows of just like they were perfect. Yeah. Like, you know how Prince and princesses have eyebrows that go like this a lot to look innocent.
Sure.
They're
always surprised looking. Like, oh my God, I didn't realize that was royalty.
My innocence.
But he was great. Justin Trudeau, you know, like Will Smith, he's like famous and like he spends millions on healthcare and skincare. Like,
dude, I can't hear you. You can hear yourself, but I can't hear you that well.
Will Smith looks like the perfect man. Like, we are so used to normal people, but like, non-normal people are not that normal. They're like superhumans.
So this is a kimchi croquet. It has kimchi inside of it, but it has a lot of other stuff too.
Cheers.
Is this Korean?
Yeah, kimchi croquet. That's good.
Yeah. It has like such a perfect level of spice. Ginger. Now we can get the ugly bag off the table. This is like a beautiful setup. Yeah. Am I as good at this as Riley is? I being your podcast partner.
You're better at setting up food. We don't eat food on Riley's podcast.
Yeah. You want to talk about animals like Riley does?
Have you ever noticed like
giraffes? What? Chipmunks?
Yeah, they're like squirrels, but not really.
Have you been bitten by any of those animals yet?
No.
Squirrel, chipmunk?
Just a dog.
Dude, squirrels and chipmunks will bite you hard
this
as
is yours.
So this is our sake, and mine is a tanuki. Did that work?
Yeah. Mine is Kigen sake. Hey! Marigato masama.
Did you hate doing that?
No, I loved it. I love Japan. Except when they're raping our women. So how do you open this?
Are you like jealous of any of them? Of any of the, like, maybe they're more manly or anything?
Japanese?
Yeah.
Yeah, they seem like a more masculine culture.
Yeah, they're more like...
Their porn is so much better. Korean porn is garbage. It's like way too much setup, and the girls are always like mean. The girls are always like, do better. Oh my God, this isn't even good. They're like always like shitting on the dude. It's weird.
I haven't separated Asian porns to know who's making what.
Chinese porn is garbage. Japanese are the best. They just know how to be creeps and perverts.
Wait. Who's doing the anime? Where
Japanese.
It's like... Yeah. Almost every anime show is porn, basically. Like, you watch it and you're like, Jesus. Just like... All the time?
No. I disagree. I don't know what anime you're watching.
And then I saw, like, my first time, I, like, Googled an anime, like, porn thing. It was a gangbang that was, like, non-consensual. Like, all the male students decided that the female teacher wanted it, but she always said no. The whole gangbang, she was like, no.
How do you know? It's in Japanese. Maybe she was saying,
there was,
I like this.
Subtitles or something, I don't know, but, like...
So was it, like, an actual rape? Or
the
was
whole
it
time she was like, no,
like a porn actress.
But, like, she started to like it. She was like, But, like, the whole time she said no.
Japanese people raped, like, millions of Chinese and Korean women.
Yeah, I know
and
that.
And then that just reverberates throughout their culture.
Yeah. They think the woman is going to like it at the end of the day.
That's what they tell themselves, so they can keep raping Chinese women.
Is it good sake?
Yeah, it's all right.
Jesus. Yeah, it's fine. Rice wine.
Can you drive after you drink a whole one of these?
Yeah. Dude, Zach Bogus was so fucking wasted, and he was about to go drive home. I tried to, like, sober him up more before he did. But he, like, couldn't even tell what was going on. He was about to drive home. He's still alive today, so.
Okay, that's
Guys, this is a musubi, and it's really cool because it's, like, a giant
musubi.
It's a giant, thick sashimi thing. And this has, what is it? Avocado and, like, ham or something.
Nice.
Help.
So I was a guest for Kill Tony last Monday, and I had a good time. I could have talked more. Kristy said I should talk more.
Like, you've been really good at being honorable and shit. Like,
I was trying to have fun.
Wait.
Yeah.
Well, you, like, wait to be asked. Like, he had to be like, Hans, what do you think? And then you immediately had something there.
But if I was just constantly riffing and jiving, then it might have been better.
You never know, because it's true that Tony wants a certain amount of, like, respect. Like, nobody knows where the line really is. Like, maybe I would have talked the whole time and he would have been like, shut the... like, he wouldn't have invited me back.
Yeah. I just want to err on the side of caution, but maybe I could have talked more.
That's something that you could mention to him if you guys talk about it. You can be like, I think next time I'll talk more. I just wanted to be respectful. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So that he invites you.
Yeah, it's really tense. I mean, it's not tense. It's really nerve-wracking.
But you said good things. Every time you talked, it was good.
That's good. That's better. That's like the second best thing. The best thing is if I'm talking all the time and I'm killing it. The second best is if I don't talk that much but I'm killing it. And the worst is if I talk a lot and I bomb.
You just talked a lot. Sorry. Should I just bite into this, or
yeah, definitely.
I'm gonna eat this? Hans doesn't care about germs.
Just leave me one bite at the end. So we filmed a couple TikToks in this H-Mart. Hopefully they're good. It's my very first TikToks that I consciously filmed as TikToks, vertically and everything.
Dude, I had you on so many of my TikToks before you were anyone.
Yeah, you were really like...
People would comment like, "Oh, what is Hans?" Like,
what is Hans?
Who is? No.
Is this a
they'd be like, "Who is that?"
Animal?
And they would talk about like your name. They'd be like, "Hans."
Hans.
And you weren't anybody yet.
What do you mean? I've
know?
been this person this whole time.
Yeah, but now I'm interested. Like, say I kept posting TikToks of you. Now
fuck?
I bet someone would be
what
like,
happened?
"Oh, I know who that is." You know?
Yeah, maybe one or two.
I think this is spam. I'm
It's
gonna take
definitely spam.
3 more bites. Spam is good.
I love spam.
We need to rethink spam.
You're from Ecuador, so you know.
No. We don't eat spam in Ecuador.
Well, you're poor.
We eat plantains.
You eat whatever you get. You fucking spick.
What?
You heard that?
Yes, I'm like here. No, in Ecuador it's like plantains, like just plantains, ham, cheese.
Ham, cheese. Yeah. Plantains, ham, cheese. That's sad. Ham. Ham is not great. Ham is like barely meat.
A lot of pigs. I think there's pigs there.
Nice.
Like when you go to the small villages, there'll be like a little, main street thing. Yeah. And there's like giant pigs hanging from ropes and people slashing them.
That's so barbaric. But it's like, if you're doing it.
Pewa. Yeah, it's a lot of rice. This is what you want next?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I saw that you, we have so much in common. Like, it's interesting because, when we both went down the coast at the same time for 2 months and shit, whatever. Also, like, I saw that in an interview you were talking about how in college you got caught shoplifting.
Yeah.
And it like ruined, you had to pay a lot for a lawyer. Same. Yeah, I like shoplifted so much and then all of a sudden I got caught.
I'm pretty much an Ecuadorian princess in an Asian man's body.
Okay, do you have like a sharp object or something? How much did it cost? Like my family said
$8,000.
2?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was a little bit more, I think. My family skipped a Christmas. They were like, we can't afford a Christmas.
Because they were just being dramatic.
Yeah, they are always being dramatic.
You skip a Christmas.
But
that's so
how
funny.
long were you in
buy
jail?
Like a fucking Play-Doh set for $10.
What?
I was in jail for like 18.
What'd you say?
I just buy like a Play-Doh set. It doesn't cost much.
That's fun, and then we like do Play-Doh together.
Yeah, you don't
That'd
have to
nice.
skip Christmas like a fucking Nazi family.
Yeah.
But I was in jail for like 6 hours.
Really?
Maybe 8.
Was it a group jail?
Yeah, in Atlanta, Fulton County.
Were the toilets filled to the brim?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Ours were.
Nice. Is it all girls?
Women, yeah.
Okay.
We were in the medical ward for some reason.
Were you all psychos or?
Dude, I was like trying to be like friendly with the police, like hey.
Race?
And the police goes, "Oh, what is she in for? Prostitution?" Like so
nice.
fast.
Yeah, he wishes.
I didn't even know about prostitution at the time, really.
How old are you?
Like about like normal girls being in it. Like I didn't know that at the time, so I was like, "What the fuck?" Like that's a huge insult.
He was just like wishful thinking. Maybe he thought he
Dude,
could.
you're like talking to them. I can't hear you.
Maybe he thought it was wishful thinking. Look, it's caught on the rope right here. I'm watching you.
Okay,
fuck up
I got mine.
Fucking our country's cuisine. All right,
I'll
cheers.
see you in weed. Heaven.
Seaweed. I'm so high, man.
It's very fishy. Wow,
I
this is
like
like
it more salty.
So like fishy. But I used to eat it with like a sauce on it. So it like kind of takes away the fishiness.
It's
so
hard
this
to
is
like.
Unseasoned.
It's weird because they give you this bag and then you have to like seal it up. So you either have to use it all right now, or like put it in another bag.
Ziploc bags. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a big
Dude,
one.
I'm gonna go get a sauce.
Okay. That's so funny. You're just gonna go get a sauce like you deserve it.
Do you see any sauces?
No.
There's sauces over there.
Okay, Kristy's gone to go get a sauce. I'm gonna go sit in the sure seat. So, I think Kristy's a little crazy, but I think she's also like super smart and like super logical sometimes, but also she's crazy as fuck. And I think that's great because normal people are boring.
Okay.
And we're back.
Do you want any of this?
Yes.
I got extra.
Nice. Oh my god. This tastes so good. You should have gotten a tissue. Isn't this such a great place to do a podcast?
See, it's not bad.
Yeah.
With a sauce?
You want to wear this? The sauce makes it so good. Whoa. Yeah, the headphones help.
Now you're going to see how much I whisper.
Yeah.
So this is what it's like to eat with Hans. He just like throws up rice balls a lot.
Rice is just empty calories.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
I don't like rice. I think that's why Asian people are so skinny. It's because they eat too much rice.
Oh, it makes me fat.
I mean, maybe for a little bit.
Latinas get fat easily, I've noticed. I think we have like one of the lowest metabolisms.
Yeah, because you're not used to sugar.
I guess, yeah. Like every hot Latina, like in high school and stuff, as soon as she's like 20, she's like way overweight. It's pretty hard. So these are assorted Korean rice cakes, and those are hodoki.
찹쌀 호떡.
Whatever.
찹쌀 호떡.
There's an I
찹쌀
after.
호떡.
There's an I after the K.
찹쌀 호떡.
Dude.
모둠 한국 떡.
Do you know
모둠 한국
Korean?
떡. Yes. 모둠 한국 떡. All Korean rice cakes. This is 찹쌀 호떡. So there's hole in it.
Stop screaming.
It's full of hole.
Allah Akbar.
Allah Akbar. Wrong region of the world. There we go.
Hey.
Banzai.
Can I have one of those?
Tsunami.
No, I want that one. Why are you screaming tsunami?
Tsunami.
It's funnier with the headphones on.
Because you're saying Allah Akbar, and then the Asian equivalent would be.
Dude, is tsunami like a bonsai tree?
Yeah.
Is tsunami like a mean thing?
Tsunami means divine wind. It's it's the wind that swept the Mongols back to Korea when they were trying to invade.
What's a tsunami? Is that a wave?
It's divine wind.
I forgot what a tsunami
is. Like when there's an earthquake and there's a huge wave. It's like a hurricane.
Okay. Yeah. It's a wave. Because there's tidal waves and there's tsunamis. Tsunami.
Yeah. But try that one and then try yours, because you said that. I don't want to
get white stuff all over my face, dude.
You said that you thought this was going to be better than this, but I think this is actually better than that. So let's see who's right. Bean sprouts.
Okay.
Ground bean. It's just the texture is so good. It's so soft on the outside.
Dude, it kind of like has the texture of a Snicker bar in there.
Yeah.
Because some of it's crunchy.
For you too.
Very thick jelly.
Yeah.
Okay. I was thinking, like, if y'all's bean paste is so good, that's like your only dessert idea is to put bean paste in things. Where is the bean paste at? What beans are these? What beans is this?
I have no idea.
You guys always hide it in stuff, but you never have it out.
We're not a very bean-oriented culture.
Is this a bean or is this beans with sugar? Okay, that's 20 minutes.
Why 20?
Because your camera turns off.
At 30. We can just see on the thing over here. But yeah, I mean.
Oh. Yeah, that tastes good.
Yeah.
But you don't even know the answer to that, so.
What was the question?
What beans? Where are all of these good beans? Nobody has them. It's not like kidney beans with sugar or.
We make them into delicious paste and put them in our ducks. We don't just eat beans like we're peasants. We make something out of them.
This is more beans. I didn't even try to find bean stuff. It's just always beans.
Which one do you like better?
This one's good. This one literally is the same shit.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's all the same. And this is the same thing as this. It's just ice cream version of this.
Yeah, this is gonna be crazy. How do you guys do this for thousands of years?
What do you mean? It's delicious.
It's fine, yeah. So, You know, do you think that hippos have like smelly armpits?
Yes. Because anywhere like the body touches the body, it's gonna be gross. Because it's like trying to be inside.
Yeah.
You're like trying to. Your
lot
body's
of rolls.
trying to. Yeah, and it's just skin touching skin, where heat is just hot, and there's bacteria that grows there because it's dark and it's hot. It's like perfect for bacteria.
Whoa.
But
do you think that like a fat person's rolls smell like a bunch of butt cracks?
I think it depends on how deep you go in, and how long it is since they cleaned.
Yeah.
But what do you think about doing a podcast at this H-Mart food court? So
I think it's nice that nobody's kind of bothering us. Like,
yeah.
When I first I wanted to be a YouTuber like 2 years ago or something like that, and I tried to like really be discreet because I didn't want. You know, I was just by myself, like going through like a Walmart, and I just like I was kind of pretending to just maybe I'm FaceTiming someone, like maybe this isn't. But people kept coming up to me and being like, "What's your YouTube channel?" and just like trying to like. Oh my
God, you're on YouTube.
This family next to me at the cash register tried to get my attention, but like in a fake way, like they tried to be interesting.
Yeah.
And I'm a bitch, so I like ignored them no matter what, and they started screaming amongst themselves to try to be interesting.
Yeah.
And I never looked because I knew. And then so they gave up and they just came over to me and they were like, "What's your YouTube channel?"
That's nice. But I think if they're just like, "Oh, I'm just interested in what you're doing. I just want to take part even though I don't have any talent."
I know. I didn't like it though. I was like uncomfortable. I would tell them that this is just for a school project.
I feel like you're a person that values privacy. And you think it's respectful to give people privacy. But some people like think it's disrespectful to leave you alone and ignore you.
Yeah, they're like, I should come say hello.
Yeah.
And it's like, I just think it's crazy to distract someone because like maybe I have ADHD and like maybe I don't want you to like interrupt me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, everyone thinks that their presence is, like, not a bother, but...
Dude, here's the biggest one. Have you ever had a cast? You have a finger thing right now, but, like, have you had a cast on?
Yeah.
When you have a cast on, do 1,000 people ask you what happened?
Yes.
What do you feel about that?
I feel like it's interest. They're interested in you, and at least they're asking. The alternative to that is them being like, oh, I don't give a shit. Fuck you, I hope your other arm breaks. So at least they're interested, and it's also like evolutionary. Like we want to know what hurt the people around us because that's how we might get hurt. So we ask them so that we can be like, how do you not get hurt? Yeah.
Like
yeah, it's like when you throw up, people around you start throwing up because chances are you ate the same thing as that person. It's like that. It's like, I don't want to get my arm broken. How did you get it so that we can avoid that?
That's interesting about the throwing up thing, actually.
Yeah. So how do you feel about people asking you, how did you break that?
I don't
ask. What happened?
I literally asked with your finger, and I think that's one of the first times that I really asked, because like if I literally see the person every day, actually no, because like in school, I don't know. If I literally talk to the person every day, then obviously I'm going to ask because there's somebody that like I literally missed out on a few hours,
right,
and
but
now
if
you
it's the first thing you say,
well, yeah,
then it's annoying. It's like
whenever if somebody walks in that we kind of know,
yeah,
I'm not going to ask because I consider the fact that that's an annoying question.
Right.
I know that I've been answering
their experience, and you empathize with them, and you put yourself in their shoes.
But it actually like is bad because
then you never
it's actually
ask them.
Still polite to ask them.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. Like that's like one of the biggest things.
But if it's the first thing that you ask someone, it's sort of like it surprises them. It's not the best avenue for me to explain what happened. It's just very selfish. It's like you're not thinking about the other person at all.
Whoa, what happened to you? And they're like, yeah, I mean, all day people have been asking this.
Yeah, and it's like, remember that time you got hurt? I want you to relive it over and over again.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't want to be put in that space right away all the time.
Do you think these all taste the same?
Pretty much.
I'm just going to pop it all in my mouth.
This tastes different. But yeah, they're all the same. I don't want the mochi ice cream now. I'm like sick of mochi stuff.
I mean, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna order some real food.
Wait, I still have to try this one.
This is basically like mochi ice cream if it wasn't ice cream. It's like non-melting ice cream.
Yeah.
Mochi.
Yeah.
So my neck's been bothering me a lot, but...
Yeah, I noticed. You're always doing that.
Yeah, I hope I'm getting better.
Have you tried, like, you know, being upside down and stuff like that?
Yeah, like downward dog. I do it a lot. You actually helped me, even though you're kind of a bitch about it. You were like actually giving me good advice, and I started stretching like that. It actually helps my neck more.
Dude, there's other things I can
little
show you.
babies walking like you said people in Chinatown walk.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
That's so
I don't
cute.
even want to talk about it right here. Wait.
Don't you think Asian babies are the cutest?
Dude, when you pointed and I looked, it was an adult that was doing that. So I don't know what baby
are you
you're talking. There was
about?
an adult walking
Look,
by
the baby.
stretching.
The baby's walking all crazy.
Babies are allowed to walk crazy.
The human was carrying a baby.
No, there was an adult walking by that was like moving around a lot. We talked about that, but I don't want to discuss that here. I feel like weird. I don't know.
You don't want to float your theories on Asian walking?
Yeah, let's talk about that
H-Mart?
like in our in a private.
So what do you think about H-Mart? Isn't it awesome that we have our own mart? Like we've found a way to make a store and survive in capitalist America.
Well, okay, but you know.
It's like what other country has something like this?
You're selling to yourselves.
Yeah,
That's what happens.
Creating our own ecosystem. I mean, we own this land.
Yeah.
Now if there's a race war, Koreans have a place to meet.
Look, she's moving crazy. Is she a problem?
The baby, the child?
No, there's a child that's like enjoying herself.
That's funny. I love children.
Yeah, same.
Because they can do whatever they want, and it's organic and authentic. But adults, they're always like thinking next step.
I remember how like sad it was when I would ask my mom to play with me on the playground.
And your mom didn't know how to play?
No, she just goes like, my mom was really, when I was a kid, my parents were cool. They were like perfect for kids. But when I was a kid, I'd be like, but come play with me on the playground, like legit play. And she was like, people are going to, she was like, happy, but she was like, people will think I'm crazy if I'm like sliding down the slide and stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like it was like so sad though, because I was like, what kind of a society is that?
This is what I have to look forward to. Even as a kid, you were like, what kind of society is this?
At what age am I not going to be allowed to play?
Never. Like, you've lived a life where you play all the time. Like, you've purposely engineered it that way.
Dude, and that's what I like. When I first started comedy, I was so bad, like so fucking bad at it, because for my whole adult life, I was trying not to be funny.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying really hard to be like very that was like my main thing, is like I need to be professional.
When I talk to like my sister's friend or or something, it's like they're not playing the same game. They're trying not to be embarrassed.
They're trying not to be silly.
Yeah, they're trying to be safe. They're trying to just not fuck anything up. And for me, as a comedian, I'm never like, what is the safest thing for me to do? It's always just like, what do I authentically feel, and how do I communicate what I feel to the person?
But also, you want to be silly though too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was being authentic, but I couldn't be. And there's a lot of like authenticity that you can't have. Also, like, I was trying to get a lot of I wanted to be like a really big ambassador at the UN.
Yeah.
And so you have to be taken seriously. Like, you cannot be like, whoa, I dropped something again. Like, you can't do that.
You can't be like Steve Martin.
I'm like a really naturally silly person, and it took so much effort to extinguish that. Of just being like, what? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
what food are you
laugh really loud.
I mean, I didn't when I was there, but I'm like trying like to express myself better.
Like a deeper voice.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you don't want to have a high voice.
I had a higher voice back then. Yeah. I was like,
because like when you woo, it's like woo. It's not like woo.
I don't know. Woo. Like I do that. I go as low as I can.
Use your falsetto.
I go as low as I can.
Don't.
Why?
Woos are all about high pitch. Even men that woo, they do a high pitch. But you don't. Exactly. But you don't want to be seen in that light. You don't want to be seen like as a woman sometimes or something.
Yeah, I try to like keep it away because it's a problem.
But isn't that fucked up that you have to change yourself for the society around you? Shouldn't you just be your natural, organic like self to the highest degree?
It was hard for me to figure out what my natural self was. And by the way, my natural like when I was looking, what were you as a kid? That was your natural self. I was a tomboy. Like rice cake.
You were like
I was a tomboy, so
going
like
on the monkey bars.
Yeah, and like everybody knew Kristy's a tomboy, like this whole thing. So maybe that's my natural self.
Yeah.
When I was 14, this girl started making me into a girl. You know.
That's a good thing.
Makeup. Yeah, that I became obsessed with boys for fucking 12 years.
Oh yeah, boys are awesome.
Yeah, boys will really fuck you
26?
with their dirty dick and then break your heart as though you're nothing.
Well, isn't that the same with girls?
I mean, the girls are at least trying to be like clean and nice. I feel like, I don't know.
Have you met some dirty girls?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a lesbian for a reason. I don't know.
It's like an open wound down there.
Okay.
It's like a wet fucking ravioli that you have to keep from rotting.
Yeah, like, dude, sometimes on Seeking Arrangements, there'll be like a hot couple who's like looking for an addition.
Yeah.
But it's like you're going to have a threesome perhaps with these people, and you might be in a position where you are being told to eat her out. As me. And so I like think about that and I'm like, that's so scary, dude, because what if it's not clean? Like what if
it's gonna be relatively clean. And if it's like disgusting.
And then what if I'm like, ew, you know, and then they all freak out and they're mad. And I'm like, no. You know, it's like, and she's like, what? You know,
I don't know if vaginas are that disgusting, but you have a vagina, so you know the depths that a vagina can fall into.
Yeah,
and I think
you just have to clean it every day. Like, I don't know.
If a vagina is that dirty, the girl is going to be like, I don't want you to eat me out. Can you, like, gnaw my elbow?
Yeah, I, like, clean myself. I, like, go to the bathroom and, like, just, like...
I don't.
Clean myself before. Yeah, you guys don't. You guys, like, pee all over it, and you're just like, suck it now.
I sit down when I pee. I don't... Because if you stand up when you pee, you get so much dirtier.
Holy shit.
I sit down when I pee.
What do you mean? Why? Like sprays out?
Yeah.
Whoa.
So it's closer to the fucking water, so it doesn't splash as much. I showered today, and I needed it.
Should we
I'm glad I did it.
Oh, okay. How long had you gone? I guess you go
like
a
2
while.
weeks.
You kind of wipe yourself like a whore.
No. Not really.
You don't even...
No one can tell. No one has ever told me I smell.
Have you and Kyle... So Kyle is this guy who just ate a cucumber out of Hans's blackened feet. Yeah. And the cucumber was someone's fake dick before that for hours. So the cucumber was already a sweaty inner thigh cucumber from someone else.
I don't know if it was sweaty.
Well,
it was on an inner thigh.
And then Kyle's supposed to be like a clean guy. I don't know what. Have you guys talked since then?
No. He did another bit where he was Dick Cheney and he had like a chain
I saw
in
that
his dick.
Today.
That was funny. He was just doing bits.
What a funny
That's
guy.
All day. Yeah, I mean, I like him. I think it's good to do
nice.
funny bits. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like boys in Austin comedy who are just like himbos.
What is that again? Himbo?
Like a bimbo.
Oh, yeah.
But a dude.
Well, none of them. You have to be a himbo. You have to be pretty and gorgeous, and none of them are.
Well, you can still be like an idiot that only likes.
Yeah, you're just a dumbass piece of trash.
Guys are so much more different than girls. Like you can be a 4 and like talk yourself into being an 8.
Yeah, like that guy who, yeah. I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, why are we talking about specific people?
I'm not. No, Kyle's not a bad person. I'm talking about somebody else. But okay, so what were? Oh, fuck. You were gonna go eat something. I wanted to eat one mochi before. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Just to be professional.
We're doing it for the haul video because if we don't do it, then we're not respecting the art form.
Kind of smells like trash.
No. This whole place smells like trash.
I think you don't know what trash smells like because you're.
You live in a dirtier car than I do.
What? Okay.
I live in a big old car.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I sweat. Like, I'll be in my car and I'm, like, sweating. And my car has cloth seats. So it's, like, soaking up my sweat. And I'm like, fuck, this is not good.
You would pay good money for that.
Yeah. I bought carpet cleaner so that hopefully, like, I can clean the seats. I don't want to... Hans, like... I'm going to get it myself. Okay. It's already melted.
Cheers.
Dude... Is it filming?
Do you know how to do it?
Is it filming now?
Yes.
You have no respect for, like, what's most important and shit. Like,
I know, we should have captured that.
Because when it blacks out, people leave. They're like, oh, it's fucked up now.
So you think they're sitting down watching us for 30 minutes?
Dude, I don't know. Like, I'm just saying that, like...
I think people have it on the background.
Yeah, when I have it on, it's, like, at the gym. But, like, one of the first times I had it on, like, I saw it would black out, and I'd be like, oh, most people are going to leave right now. I don't know. Dude, try to be better. Don't just be like, oh, it's shit. Who gives a fuck? It's going to be shit. Like,
I think the important thing to get better at is having a great conversation. It doesn't taste good.
It doesn't?
No. It needs to be frozen, or else it doesn't taste that good. I'm going to save it. I'm going to freeze it. So there you have it. We had half-melted mochi ice cream. We had these ducks. These assorted ducks, Hanguk ducks, and then...
yeah, the
hot
outside
dogs.
needs to be frozen, I think.
Definitely. And then we had a little bit of seaweed with sauce. The sauce was bomb.
This is
I
the
recommend
dirtiest table on
bombs.
earth.
I recommend sushi seaweed with sauce for sure.
Nearly any sauce is like good with the seaweed.
Before that, we had that kimchi thing.
I'm gonna throw this away because I don't want
here.
it. That's crazy. You're gonna like eat that.
Yeah, I'm gonna sniff it because you put your saliva to it, and I think you're really hot.
Yeah, you're gonna like rub it on your butthole.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna leave it there and let bugs eat it and just let it get really dirty.
Okay, what else before we go?
Comedy is a very useful vehicle to explore human thought. It provides positive emotions to dark areas.
Dude, comedy, like, it's like really good because it gives a safe space for like anything to be talked about.
Yes.
Right? Because you can be like, hey, just know that like no matter where we go with this, we can always like back up. It's all safe. It's literally
it's
like
a vehicle.
Creating a safe space. And like whenever you have
gay,
someone
though.
What?
That's gay to say safe space.
Yeah, I know, but
it's
it's literally that's
space.
what it is because
it's a sturdy vehicle.
It's like when Tim Dillon, he'll go into like really dangerous territories with what he's talking about, and then he'll be like, by the way, this is a comedy show. So like it creates, it like puts.
If you don't have that, then you talk about dark shit and you get negative and you get sad and you get depressed. But if you have comedy, you can go anywhere. Yeah. There's nowhere that we should be afraid to go intellectually, because if you have limits in your brain, then you're going to be stupid. But if you're free, then you're just going to be organic and natural and fast.
Limits, man, when they're like, wait, I don't want to talk about that. It's like, it's so... I keep meaning.
That's why I love your filter joke. You should do your filter joke more.
Oh, yeah, I want to do it more. I've been thinking about it. But
that's
hey...
weird, because I'm not a racist.
Yeah, that I don't want to have a filter in my brain because... Why do I need a filter? Like, what's so weird behind your filters? Like, we know some people who, like, aren't comics and, like, don't really practice comedy, and they're always, like, getting angry. They're always, like, getting super serious.
Super serial.
Wait a minute. Dude, I was on a date with this guy, and like he almost like got to this point with me about how
you can tell who is a shitty person by how
serious.
How they need to make it serious.
Yeah, he started to say all this stuff about how he is pro-vaccine, but he started to get like very serious, and I was like, hey, like I agree with you, man. Like I don't know, like, and
but I mean, it's important to solve real issues, and argument is important because a lot of comics like to argue, and I think comedy and argument is like very similar.
But it's like literally, I feel like this was the first time that I realized how like it's a safe, like the word safe in it. The difference between comedy and like an argument is that in comedy it's fine, it's okay, and that's the only difference.
Yeah, it's okay, and it's actually great, and it's probably like where all the funny stuff comes from is the dark stuff. People try to avoid darkness, but actually that's like really useful.
If your neck is bothering you now, it's going to bother you worse later in your life.
That's why I'm waiting for Joe Rogan to give me health care, and then I'm going to get surgery.
Dude, or you can get a cell end of the stem cell. Yeah.
Yes. It costs like $5,000.
Hey,
did you see that? I was struggling to get. I was like,
Yeah, all the like rice cake is sticking in your throat.
This powder stuff. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, it's like a bunch of gelatin that we ate, basically. Every culture has like something that's like what do they call it when they pour flour in cocaine to like fluff it up?
Yeast.
Well, every culture is like fluffing up their meals, like hamburgers and sandwiches. It's just bread fluffing it up so you feel full, but the real meat is the only food.
Yeah, and that's why I eat only meat. I buy like chicken and
I've been doing that like ever since I just like I can't stand it anymore, the fluff.
Yeah.
Like the sushi, it's like a little bit of meat
and
then the fluff.
Once you start seeing it that way.
Like, yeah,
you're like, oh, it's everywhere.
This is all fluff, and it's what we really wanted is the beans.
I mean, it's the only way you can feed 5 billion people.
Yeah.
So it's like
buns.
Efficient, but it's not the best for you individually.
Yeah.
And if you choose to do that individually, then it's unsustainable. So it's like, what do you choose? Should I just ruin my body for society, or should I just choose?
It's ruining, like, it's making us fatter. Like, it's not even, but yeah, you guys do survive off of rice a lot.
Anyways, I'm gonna go order some jjajangmyeon.
Okay.
It's a Chinese dish, and it's very, very good.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.